Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how long I'm going to last here, but I'm going to do the best I can. Once again, we'd like to welcome you to the fourth annual George Ginky Sansushi Memorial. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. And we're going to watch a match here. And the match that we're going to watch is going to be between Travis McKinney and Jonathan Smith. Jonathan Smith is actually the house pro at Society Billiards. And before I go any further, there's a bunch of people we got to thank, including everybody that's been signed on and all the winners. Congratulations. We definitely want to thank Coast to Coast Restorations. I can't tell you enough about these guys. They do a lot of tables. If you would have to know them to appreciate the work. In fact, they do the tables here at Steinway also. 845-489-8154. We also want to thank Kings of Vapor, as we're going to watch the two players lag for the opening break. Jonathan Smith is on the left side and Travis McKinney is on the right. Both good shooters. Jason Shore is, I think he's still waiting. Let me get up and take a look around to see if Mikey Wong is done with his match, because he's waiting for Mikey Wong actually to finish. No, Jason Shore is still waiting in the wings. So he's waiting for the winner of that match, and I believe it's going to be Mike Wong. So it looks like Mike Wong is going to be playing Jason Shore. But how long before the other match is finished and how long before they're going to match up, I don't know. If this match is over and Jason and Mikey are set to play, I will put that match on the stream table. I have no problem waiting it out. So here we go. Jonathan Smith, Travis McKinney. Race to 8. During the first rack, we're going to continue thanking AZ Billiards, azbilliards.com, the world's largest pool website. You can go there and browse the forums, or you could also become a member for free. As Jonathan Smith calls safe. Oh. Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, that could almost wound up wired. That would have been treacherous. I don't know if I don't know what time that match is going to finish with Mikey Wong, known as the Time Bandit, and Travis McKinney he's asking John Smith, would you like somebody to watch? I think it's a good call. They both know each other real well. Travis shoots out of Amsterdam Billiards, and right up the road a piece, Jonathan Smith, they know each other real well. So it's better to have somebody. And the gentleman you see watching there is Todd Fleet, also running the Tri-State Tour. You know, if John can elect to punch this, but he wants to get a shot on the 3, so he's going to try to probably finesse draw this back right between the 3-8, and he wound up running into the 3. Absolutely right. Yeah. Very sensitive microphones. Yeah. Spanish B, Gypsy, right? We used to roll with them all. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Jonathan Smith, he got all right. Speed shot. You're either going to elect to go 2 rails back and forth, or you're just going to roll it in and have a good shot on a 10, just like that. And it looks like Jonathan Smith is going to draw first blood here, and he does. The score is 1-0. Guys, I urge, I want you to go over to AccuStats website, accustats.com. That's ACCU-STATS.com. And, or you can just click the link above the chat that says AccuStats Make It Happen poll, and you can go over there and you can vote on which game and discipline you would like to see AccuStats produce for their next Make It Happen event. AccuStats, I would like to also mention that they did donate 9 DVDs to the George Ginky Sensushi Memorial that we are giving away in prizes. We gave away 6. Tomorrow will be 3 more. And tomorrow will also be a Kamui Chalk that AZB TV is giving out, and a 3 CD pack in advanced lessons in 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball, along with 1 more DVD of Power One Pocket with Scott Frost, which Fast Lenny of OTR on the rail has donated to the George Ginky Sensushi Memorial. So that's all going to take place tomorrow during the tournament. As we proceed with it tomorrow, there's going to be a strong field coming back. I'm sure Allison Fisher of NYC Grind will be snapping photos of the brackets and the players that are left in the event. And you can elect to go on to nycgrind.com or her Facebook page, or nycgrind.com on NYC Grind Facebook page. And next weekend, May 31st through June 1st, AZB TV and NYC Grind are going to be moving into Brooklyn to do a tournament at a Gotham City Billiards Club on Avenue U. It's a $3,000 added event. It's a tri-state event, amateur. If you want to play in this event, the doors are open at 9:30 a.m. I would urge you to get there early because it's first come, first serve, and it's capped at 64 players. So it's Gotham City Billiard Club. The address is right there, 93 Avenue U in Brooklyn, New York. And here's the new logo that JP made for Tony Robles and the Predator Pro-Am Tour. Really nice. And the shirts are still available if you wish to purchase a Ginky Memorial shirt. They are available. They're $25 each, plus shipping. The link is above the chat. And it has some of Ginky's achievements on the back. And that picture is from the Ocean State 9-Bowl tournament up at Snookers. Of course, Ronnie Park. You remember Ronnie Park? Yeah, Ronnie Park's out there. Of course, Ron. Ronnie Park, let me tell you something. Good player. Was all over New York, now down south. And Upstate Al and AZ Billiards and AccuStats and OTR on the rail would like to give a big shout out to a pool room. And the name of that pool room is called Press Box in Charlotte. We wish them a lot of luck. We'd like to see in the near future also. Al, are you going to need help setting up Gotham on Saturday morning? I will be at Gotham Friday, Iggy, and I will be set up. I appreciate the offer. I will have my, you could tell the slurs in my speech. I will have my son with me, and he will do the majority of the work, trust me. I'm going to try to take it easy a little bit. But I appreciate it very much. There you got it. Just like that. Jonathan Smith now goes up 2-0. We have a lot on the plate. We're going to be very busy. Right after Gotham City Billiards next weekend, the following weekend, we'll be back here at Steinway Billiards, bringing you another live stream. And then down the road, we're going to be heading up to Providence, Rhode Island to do, and Flacco probably remembers this tournament, the Eastern States Championship. They're going to return it. They're coming back with 3 tours, and it's going to be explosive. It's going to be a full house, and it's going to be taking place at the new Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. Steve Goulding and Regina. We will be up there for that one. $2,000 added to the ABCD on Saturday afternoon, and $3,000 added to the Open Pro Sunday. So keep that on your calendar, and we'll keep you abreast of what's going on. We try. We do have a page on Facebook called AZBTV, and that page is solely for keeping everybody updated on where and what AZBTV is doing. So you can go there and you can like the page, and you'll get one of those little yellow little red circles on the top of Facebook that says AZBTV posted something in there on their page. And That's all we post on there is what we are doing and what's coming up. AZBTV on Facebook. Anytime, Ronnie. Press Box Pool Room. Is it Press Box Billiards in Charlotte? Or is it just the Press Box? Hey, you got a PM here. Okay, Jimmy. Too slow for me. Thank you for that PM, and thank you for letting me know. Sorry, I wasn't in the booth too much, but Allison Fisher was gracious enough to sit in with a few friends, and that kind of gave me a second wind. Not for nothing, but Travis McKinney, he does look kind of tired at this point. It's been a long day for all these players. You know, we were here at 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, these players weren't due until noon, but, you know, most of your open and pro players will show up an hour or two early to get some practice in and loosen up, you know. So it's been a long day. You know, they're shooting 13 hours now, or sitting around and waiting for their matches. And it takes a toll on you. That's why when Mr. Strickland was sitting in the booth, he says you got to be in top physical shape. Have a good night, Jimmy. Thank you. We will be back up streaming tomorrow. I will get the times. I'm not sure if we'll be back at 10 or noon. I'm hoping noon. Maybe I can shut my eyes a little bit. In other words, sleep in for an extra hour or two would be great. Like Frosted Flakes. Great. Anyway. You can see the pool room still has people sitting around, sweating matches. You're very welcome. And it's also a long day for you when you're here playing. So we're in the same boat. Sleep is overrated. You happen to be right. It's also good for your health, though. And there's a bunch of us diehards that are in the chat, and definitely the moderators. CMB WSU, our senior moderator. I don't know how he's still awake. John is more of a deliberate player. He also plays a lot of street pool, and he is the house pro at Society Billiards. Yes, that's absolutely true. I did ask you to get in the booth. I wasn't sure what was going on. You know, one day we're going to get CMBWSU to meet us halfway. We're doing a stream. We'll have him come across to the East Coast. He's out there on the West Coast. And have him sit in. And I can tell you one thing. When Bob and I get to the point where we start getting tired, we can go into some character voices, you know, and really tell some wild jokes. I can't wait to get Bob here on the West Coast. I mean the East Coast. Look at this. All of a sudden I shifted over to the West Coast myself. Well, it looks like Mikey Wong is up on the rail on top of, and he's not in his match anymore. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know where Jason is. I can't see around this big column. Oh, it is Jason. See if we can, once Jonathan Smith attempts to pocket this 10 ball and terminate this game here, we'll pan over. Looks like Jason Shar is, there you have it, 3-0 favor of Jonathan Smith. There's Jason Shar in the background, just opposite table 14. It looks like he's racking for himself and just breaking the balls. I'm not sure. Oh no, so maybe George Rodriguez beat Mikey Wong, and it's going to be Jason Shar and George Rodriguez. I'm not sure, and that's a lot of Shores. The Jersey Shore. See the Simonis banners, they're hung all over the pool. Manny and Anna gave me full reins. They said, hang them where you wish. They absolutely love Simonis cloth. Yeah, I agree. I'd like to get CMB WSU over to the East Coast. And well, I don't know about hearing his voice. I hear his voice all the time. We're always talking on Skype, and I'm only joking, and he knows it. We can really ratchet your. I mean, we can go with the best of them. We can just keep going and going. As long as we keep ourselves occupied, as far as working in the background, and there's many a times that Bob and I are not on Skype and we're working on the same tournament and we know each other's moves. Well, I see Bob is doing this, and he says, oh, I see Upstate is doing that. And next thing you know, you got a well-oiled machine, just like that, billiard. I mean, that's like that combination that Travis played. Real quick, changing the score to 3-1. That we work like a well-oiled machine, even though we're not in communication on Skype. Many times we do talk on Skype and discuss things that are going on, and plus working in the background. Just giving you Bob's resume, partial of it. That's only an iota of the things that he does. Then you have John Slingblade also checking in the moderation position. You know, it takes everybody basically. Hey, California Cowboy for you, Phil. Hey, Phil, haven't seen you around in a while. Nice to see you and kicking. We get nuts. We are the nuts. big shout out to California Cowboy in the chat. You hear me mute my headset every once in a while. It's because I have a cup of coffee, and I don't want you guys to hear me slurping down the Java, but it's going down so quick. Boy, it was good to see Flaco Rodriguez. Some use, some are used. I'm calling you use now, but a lot of people that view live streaming. There was a free live stream that AccuStats was streaming one time, and it was a match between Flaco Rodriguez out of New York City and Alan Hopkins. And AccuStats, they were playing, I forget the format. It was like something about getting to 9, and I forget the format, and I apologize, but it was a really good match. A really good match. And I happened to be there. And I had the opportunity to sit in the commentator's booth at the AccuStat Arena at the time with Jeff Conway. And of course, NYC Grind was around. I mean, it was a really, really nice show. A really, really nice show. We want to give you a really, really nice show. Who used to say that? Ed Sullivan. Hey, kicking. You're half asleep. I'm 3/4 asleep. I'm so tired that my ankles are sleepy. But we will re-energize, I hope. What time is it now anyway? Oh, it's right there on the computer in front of me. Okay, 12:34 on the East Coast. Still doing good. Devil Dave just gave me a ring on the telephone, and he's waiting for us at the house. Because what we did yesterday, and I don't want you guys to feel sorry. I don't want to get no credit for it. I just want to tell you what happened. By the time we left here, it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I grabbed my cell phone and I said to the girl Siri or SIRI, they can ask questions to. I said, find me a hotel. And there was like 15 hotels showed up. I said, oh, this is the nuts, right? There's got to be something around. Well, every hotel that I called was sold out, booked. Except for the Sheraton in Queens, and that was $239. And I was only going to stay 3 hours, right? So I said, well, $239 for 3 hours. I'm better off going out to Devil's house. So by the time we get out to Devil Dave's house, it was what, 4:30 in the morning, Joseph? When we got out there? 4:30 in the morning, just about. We pull into the driveway. I said, you know what? Don't even bother his family. Lay the seats back. Set the cell phones for 6 o'clock. Set the alarms on the cell phones for 6 o'clock, which means an hour and a half sleep. Dave will be awake. We'll go in. We'll take a nice clean shower, refresh. Right back out the door. Let's get back to Steinway so we can set up before everybody came here. And we did achieve that mission. And when we went upstairs, Devil was awake. He was waiting in the office for us. And he says, why didn't you just come here and sleep? I said, well, look, 4 o'clock in the morning. We don't feel like disturbing anybody. So tonight, he called me and he says, make sure you come in the house and get yourself some sleep. So now I have no way of getting out of it. He gave me an offer I can't refuse. Anyway, we're talking about sleep, pool. I need some co-commentators because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to sit here. Let me see if I can grab somebody here. Jimmy DeHare is a pretty good commentator. Who else sitting around? Allison, she's working. Hey, Alaska's here. I don't know if she feels like getting in the booth. And Travis McKinney puts another beat up, 3-2. I think this is the only thing I can handle right now. Oh, I just made a mistake on the score too. 3-2. Still in favor of John Smith. We're racing to 8. And here is the cover of the DVDs that Fast Lenny on the Rail has donated. Power One Pocket with Scott Frost. I heard it's a really great DVD, advanced. So we will be giving another one of those away tomorrow, courtesy of Fast Lenny. Wow, that cue ball was on a string. This is going to be another fast rack. So 1-10 combination into the corner pocket.
Jonathan Smith will take this home.
Well, you're supposed to. Anybody in their right mind would take this, especially this time of night, and probably every night, or any minute of the night. And there you got it. It's now 4-2. Quick way to put up a lead on your side of the scoreboard. You go for it, especially when it's hanging. Is Snooki there? Yeah, Snooki. No, I haven't seen Diana Roja today.
She's not here today.
I think she went 2 and out yesterday, and she elected not to come today. She'll probably be here tomorrow.
That could be the case.
You're right. She is good in the booth. And if we can invite her in tomorrow, we will.
George is over there playing, huh?
Actually, yeah, George is playing Jason Shar, isn't he? Well, who's Jason playing?
George, yeah, George Rodriguez.
No, there's another gentleman sitting down over there.
Yeah, but I think he's playing Hunter, the other guy. Hunter Lombardo versus yeah, George versus Jason.
In fact, the plan today was to have Devil Dave and Snooki in the commentator's booth, but we didn't see Snooki when we got here. We have the original Snooki, Diana Rojas.
Some great back pocket matches are going on as well. I've been watching.
Where are we? Yeah, there you go. Gotham City Billiard Club in Brooklyn, New York. Avenue U.
Jonathan Smith set the break.
In Game 7, leads this match 4-2.
Nice break. 8 in the corner.
And he's got a shot on the 1.
Oh yeah, he does. I thought that 9-ball traveled all the way up there.
Not only that, he plays to the center of the table between the 5-7 area, by the side pockets, and he possibly have a 2-10 combination. We couldn't be that lucky that we can get out of here early. This match will probably go hill.
Huh.
I know Travis is exhausted. So am I. Let's see what John does. Being that he just called the 10-ball, being that he's a straight pool player, he's got a good chance of making this. There's something about straight pool players tend to play better combinations than just regular 10-ball players that never played straight pool because they're faced with them.
Yeah, playing straight pool, we all faced with him a lot more than regular 10-ball players. And he missed.
Yeah.
That was up his shoe.
It wasn't a gimme, that's for sure.
Still around almost 65, 70 people still here.
Yes, he is a photographer. That's absolutely right. He's been a photographer for years. In fact, he used to do a lot of photo ops for Amsterdam Billiards and many other clubs and people. I was amazed when he used to walk into a pool room and he would have these cameras with lenses. It looks like he can zoom in on the moon. And he wouldn't only have one, he would have 3 and 4 of them wrapped around him and tripods. And he was like a Jerry Tarantola, but a quiet Jerry Tarantola. You know, he would be in the shadows with his cameras. And Jerry now doing a high-res video capturing with his equipment. In fact, he's making another video for NYC Grind, is his next mission, of this event, including, you know, just the 3 days. So he's taking a lot of footage, and Jerry gets right in on the action. And let me give you a shot of what Jerry's doing right now. You know, he just doesn't stop. He's behind the light. You can see him. Somebody opened up their case, and they didn't do it. Jerry didn't ask if he can see what's in the case. These guys were just looking at their sticks, and Jerry came flying across the room like a mosquito, sat right on the edge of the table and started recording. So anytime he sees something going on, the red button gets pushed and he's right on top of things. And it's all going to be part of the video he's making for the George Ginky Memorial. The 4th one, as Travis McKinney is about to pocket the 10-ball and does. It's now 4-3. Joe Dupuy is in the house.
Just entered the building.
It looks like he's got a fly rod in his hand. He's throwing bait out in the water and looking to see if anybody's willing to take it.
Yeah, bite the hook.
Is that Mr. Ed Ladawi? Sandman? I just don't remember the screen name being Sandman _ Sandcastle. I remember it being Sandman. But, and again, I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
Well, Hunter Lombardo's match is over.
Hunter Lombardo lost or won?
I have no idea, but I will go check real quick.
Okay. So my son's going to run over to the tournament board. Just check the tournament chart. He's not acclimated really to a pool room. He might go up to somebody that just lost. It's not feeling so good and ask. And, you know, sometimes you got to let him cool off. Tomorrow the action continues. Tomorrow, you guys all be safe with your barbecues, wherever you might be traveling. Everybody stay safe. Great time. Click it or get a ticket.
Hunter Lombardo won 8-4.
Okay, so Hunter Lombardo's still in the grind. That's good information. I noticed extra signs on the thruway coming down. Click it or ticket. So the New York State Thruway trying to keep everybody safe. You know, it's It's one of the busiest weekends. And not only New York State Thruway, I mean, any major highway. Look at this practice session. It looks like they set it up by hand, and this is his drill, right? Draw it back just a little bit. Perfect. You know what? I got a little update too. We're going to have a very famous jockey. It's also going to be sponsoring AZB TV. I don't know if the gentleman wants us to let that information out now. I can step away, and Marty, you'll appreciate this one if I can release his name. Okay, Travis McKinney says, hey, Jonathan, you know, there's somebody else that wants to play, and gets up and ties this match, and there's Torsten Holman up at the top there. I wish I can get him down here in the booth. Man, it looks like he just came from the gym or just came from jogging. Yeah, I'm going to step, just for a second, I'm going to step away and see if I can release this new sponsor that's jumping on board. Just give me a second. I'll be right back.
Well, Travis McKinney up to break. Checks the rack out. He's all right with that. And he's set the break. Five ball. Excuse me. Well, he's got the 5 ball sunk. I don't know if any others went. Also the 3 ball. He's got a shot at the 1. He's got to play position for the 2 ball. Side in the pocket, nice and ooh, nice. Hit it just right. Down rail for the 4 in the corner. Don't hit it. There you go. Nice shot. Should be just about done with this rack. As Travis goes up 1-5-4 in his favor.
Well, I couldn't track down that gentleman to see if I can release that information, so I can't do it. Let me open my email. I don't know if he's going to do it tonight, but he's going to send me his logo. Let me see if he's done that. I doubt it. I think I got to give him some time, but check anyway. Okay, I don't see it in there yet. I will release it, maybe tomorrow. Okay, update me on the score here. Was it 5-4? I can't see it. What's the score up there, 5-4? Yeah? Okay, so you got the score correct. So let's let the audience know. So the tide kind of changed now. Jonathan Smith opened up with rough and tough first 3 games. Next thing you know, it's Travis up by 1. What a nice touch to that shot. Keep the cue ball right there for position on the 2. I guess Travis is out from here. This looks like 2 ball, 3 ball on the side, 4 ball on the other side, and you know, it's right there. Road map. There's a lot of balking going on the left side over here. Talk about getting straight on the 8 ball. Do you take this shot and just kind of draw the cue ball back to the position by the side pocket so you can bridge over the side pocket for the 10? It looks like Travis is just going to elect to stop the cue ball right there and accept the longer shot off the rail. Yeah, he drew it right into the position by the cue ball so he can bridge over the side pocket. Smart shot. And a winning shot. Travis now leads 6-4. Gotham City Technologies. That's Ron Mason's company. If you have any computer issues, viruses, or adware removal, or any kind of repairs, you can get in touch with Ron Mason. He's a wizard for your computer work. He also has web hosting. He builds websites for many pool rooms and businesses around the area too. Gotham City Technologies, Ron Mason. Wow. Cue ball right into the corner pocket.
Hanging in.
JT, running around. What's the word? Fill us in. Fill us in. Give us your point of view.
What's going on, guys? What's going on, everyone that's on the stream? What's going on, Al?
Oh, I need
Joe?
to.
Hope
We're
you
catching
guys
a second
are
win.
hanging in there because
Don't
I know
scream. You just woke us up.
I know you guys were working really hard, and it's been a lot of pool, a lot going on.
Still buzzing here.
So yeah, still buzzing. Still a lot of people here.
Yeah,
Still
there
a lot
is.
of activity. A lot of great players still around, which is cool. And yeah, the action's heating up here right now. We have Jonathan Smith and Travis McKinney, two players from the city, and yeah, it's a lot of
Society
great players.
Billiards, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Another good
In
match.
Amsterdam for
Well, yeah,
Travis?
yeah, exactly. I
Right.
believe Jonathan's the house pro out of Society, and Travis is out of Amsterdam. But yeah, two local New York players. I've had an opportunity to watch these players play for a long time.
Tony
so
Iggy,
it's
Marty
cool.
Herman,
Oh, nice. All right.
all
What's
saying,
going
"What's
on,
up,
guys?
JT?" We caught you on the Rover again. We caught you from one side of the pool room, and as soon as I forget his name now. Gee whiz, where's his face? Right there on the corner of the table.
Ray Feliciano.
Ray Feliciano. As soon as
Okay.
they started opening up the case over there,
Yeah.
you came shooting across like a 38 caliber bullet with the red light lit on the camera. What's going on, guys? What's going on? And we captured you doing that,
Oh, yeah?
sitting on the edge of the table, filming all of that.
Well, that
And
was
I
cool.
also brought everybody up to date. You're capturing a lot of video like you normally do, but you're working overtime for this memorial, and you're going to produce a video,
Yeah,
nycgrind.com video.
I stayed up all night last night working on it.
Right.
Unfortunately, I crashed. I fell asleep
Yeah.
like 9:30 in the morning, and I really just couldn't go any further.
Right.
But I'm pretty far along on the first video from day one, and we're putting together a super news video, which basically is a video highlight of the event that captures the event to some really cool music and
Right.
cut together in a really interesting way from a unique perspective. So that's either going to be done tomorrow. The first video is going to be released tomorrow or the following day. So I'll let you guys know, but I would really like to see if there's any way I can get this thing done by tomorrow.
Well, you got a lot on your plate right now, and
I
if it
can't
takes an
believe
extra
where
day
this-
or two,
that's
I'm
the
sure
thing,
people
right.
can understand. But I can tell you what you can do. You can go over to the NYC Grind Facebook page and like it, and you will get one of those little red reminders when you guys post on there, or go to nycgrind.com and you can subscribe, and anytime you guys do any updates, they will get notified if they select to, right?
Yeah, exactly. Basically, if you subscribe to the site, we'll send you guys a daily breakdown of what's going on that we cover.
breakdown.
Yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, it's pretty simple, and it's free to join. So yeah, check it out when you get a chance. nycgrind.com for those of you that haven't already. But right now we're here at Steinway Billiards in Queens, New York, my hometown, and it's great to see pool alive, offline here in the real world.
Right.
There are people playing pool, people interested in pool, and that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look what time it is. 1 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, and this place is still buzzing.
Yeah.
Torsten Holman just walking in the door 45 minutes, half hour ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, where are you going to go to see some action? Flaco Rodriguez, who I haven't seen since Masters closed.
Yeah.
People are coming
Flaco's
out of the
here.
woodworks.
Re- That's exactly right. People are coming out of the woodworks.
And we all have to keep in mind the girls and the men, the women and the men that are protecting our freedom. We want to keep that in our minds as we approach this Memorial Day and, of course, this tournament.
I like that, Al.
Oh, yeah. You know, if I see one of our troops, whether it be male or female, walking down the street, I will stop and shake their hand and thank them for their services. And I think everybody should do it. And there's really not much to do, but you know what? When you do that, they really realize that people do appreciate it, and they're proud of themselves. And it doesn't take much,
All right. Well, here we go back in action here. We have Jonathan Smith about to break the balls. Travis is leading 6-4, but I believe he just tied it up 6 games. I mean, he closed the gap to 6 games to 5.
Yeah, but you want to know something? When this game opened up, Jonathan Smith was leading like 3-0.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, things start to change. I was watching Travis as he was sitting in his chair, just watching John shoot, and he took a really deep inhale, and his chest looked like, the guy that used to fly around, Mighty Mouse, when that cartoon chest looked like, I looked at him, and I was like, wow, this guy's really getting pumped up in that seat. And then all the next thing you know, he's in the lead.
Wow.
Maybe caught a second wind. They've been going 13 hours
Well, that's
right now. It's a long
that's
day.
that's the thing. I mean, it wouldn't be a shocker if John is dragging a little bit at this point in time. He's had a lot of tough matches, a lot of grinding situations, and It is 130, so
Yeah.
or 110. So it wouldn't be a shocker if John's dragging a little bit right now.
Well,
But
he's
you
a
got to
little,
dig deep.
yeah, he's a little more deliberate because of, straight pool knowledge. He loves the game straight pool. I think they both play straight pool.
Yeah, they both do.
Yeah.
John is a little bit more
Look at
deliberate.
Travis now, and he's doing that deep breath thing. I mean, he's like gearing up, man. He's like, like a bullfrog sitting on a lily pad going, real croaking.
Yeah. All right.
Getting that second wind. Well, JT, if you got work to do,
yeah,
we always want you in the booth, man.
I'm exhausted, and I feel like I'm speaking gibberish. So I
That's
apologize
what
if
I'm
I'm
doing.
speaking gibberish. I really am exhausted.
I said you're going to get one of those little yellow reminders on Facebook, the little red notification. I said you're going to get a little yellow one. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, I don't know, but I just can't wait to hit
the hay, right?
Club Sheets and Pillows.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going tonight. Club Sheets and Pillows.
Is that where you're going? Where's that?
In my apartment.
Because you know how many different club names they have throughout the city.
Right, I mean, it could be one. That
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. That sounds good too.
Right,
I like that,
exactly.
man. It's like a comfy place. Come on
Anyway,
in.
I appreciate everyone that's tuned in right now, watching the live stream, and has been checking out the live stream, and as well as coming throughout the week and weekend. And you'll be able to follow us throughout the weekend on both azbilliards.com, azbtv, and nycgrind.com. And
Beautiful.
Predator Pro-Am Tour is going to be doing some updates on Facebook as well. So we appreciate everyone who's contributed. There's a lot of different people. I'm not going to go on and on. I just want to say good night. Thank you very much, and I love you all.
Did I fill you in that AccuStats actually donated 9 DVDs?
I did not know 9. I knew that they donated some DVDs. I didn't know it was 9. That's really awesome.
Everybody's stepping. Okay, Jerry, go ahead.
I appreciate it.
I know you got
thank
things
you,
to do,
Pat,
man.
and thank you, AccuStats, and everyone that's been a part of this great event. Thank you, and have a good night.
Well, there you have it. Upstate trying to grab anybody and everybody that's going to walk by the booth. And it looks like Joey Dupuy is trying to make a game with the Philadelphia crew. I might be able to scan over there and pull some Snoop Dogs. Would you guys want to scan over there and see what's happening? Probably not. Let's see if we can pull this off. Plus, switch back over and watch the match here. We got our rover. You know what I'll do? I'll move the robot all the way over, and we'll watch Jonathan Smith first until I can get the camera in focus here. Or at least angled towards that. And this is the barking going on right now. Right there in front of you, you can see Joe Dupuy sitting down. Mikey Wong to his right, Sean Morgan, Alaska, standing there. There's Jimmy the Hare standing in the background right there. A gentleman used to work with Johnny Archers down in Marietta Billiards. You see Torsten way back in the background standing at the first step in shorts. And I can tell you that Jonathan Smith did pocket the 5-ball, and he safed himself behind the 8. But there's definitely something going to jump off down here. Okay, let's get back to the match. This is what happened. John Smith made a great shot, pocketed the 5-ball, and cue ball wound up drifting behind the 8 after going 3 rails. Torsten is not in the tournament, no. He did not play. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Marty. That is the backer. might fill you in on some of the games that took place last night at a later time through the telephone. Looks like the organization's pulling together. There's Torsten. There's Hunter Lombardo, who just won his match about a half hour ago, 8-4. There's Flaco Rodriguez, standing right there next to Todd Fleetman up at the board. And the red hat is Flaco Rodriguez. Yeah, that does kind of make a lot of sense, don't it? Yeah, I try to put you in the center of what was going on. They've been negotiating there for, I guess, the last 10 or 15 minutes, trying to put things together. From this point here, it doesn't look like anything's going to jump off. Yeah, because if you get intimate with me, you got to feed me. Okay, John Smith about to pocket this 10 ball and tie this match up at 6 apiece, and he does. Once again, we're tied up in this match. Well, I'll tell you one thing, if something does jump off, and we're done streaming here at the regular event, and I can get the go-ahead from some of the participants that will be in the barbecuing action, I will turn the cameras around and give you guys something to watch and stream that. Nothing's jumping off at this point. Scotty B, okay, I arrive. You mean to tell me you just got there? And the barking continues now with different parties involved. Now I'm on the Rove cam again. Going to try to swing it that way. And And now it stops all of a sudden. You know how pool room barking gets. Asian gentleman sitting in the back is Mr. Simon Lau. Back to the main event. Travis McKinney and Jonathan Smith are tied at 6. Well, I can tell you what, there's a few gentlemen in here that nobody's balking at. There we go, Travis McKinney attempting to get on the hill, and he does. Takes the lead in this match, 7-6. Tony Liang with the Predator shirt on, walking away. Mike Wong just sitting there. It doesn't look like anything's going to jump off, and Joey Dupree is over there talking to Torsten Holman right now. And we got to get back to the serious action. As I was going to switch cams, but Travis decided to take his break at the right now, so we'll try to keep in tune. And it looks like Jonathan Smith is going to take his break. So I'm going to leave the camera pointing over here and see if you guys can pick up any kind of barbecue meeting going on. And I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break also. Travis is breaking, and Travis is on the hill. 7-6. Well, what he's doing is he's balking. He's trying to get a game together. You know, he's saying anything and everything that he can to get somebody to step up there and gamble. Looks like Coker is now getting into the balking. It's on. There's Coker.
I want everybody to know out there, this is Nickville. Nobody gets in bad. These guys are all looking to steal up here. I love them, but they're all looking to steal.
Okay, back to our featured match. Marty? There's our friend sitting right there at the top of the stairs. Flaco Rodriguez with the red cap on. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Jonathan Smith trying to tie this up, but look at the tied up 6, 7, 8. He's going to have to draw this or go force follow all the way down towards the short rail and play the billiard, the 6-8 billiard, unless the 6 is that far away from the 7. From here, it looks like he has to play the carom, just feather the 6 ball and make the 8. He's got a couple of things he has to control. Being a straight pool player, you should do it. Oh, he had the combination. Okay. That's the bottom line right there. The Boston Syndicate wants to gamble. Well, there's a Jason Shaw in the house and a Torsten Holman, and nobody's balking at those guys. They're just trying to stir up action with the locals. They know the boundaries, that's for sure, like every other person. And Jonathan Smith is navigating himself around this table pretty strong. I got to hand it and give these players credit. They've been shooting now for approximately 13 and a half hours. Don't forget they had to get up, wash up, get dressed, give themselves time to get here. And still be hanging in here and shooting like this is definitely have to be credit to these players. As I said in the very beginning that this match will go hill-hill. If it is the last match, and we are hill-hill. And whether it's the last match or not, I really don't know. Because I didn't get a chance to walk over to the tournament board, and just by the looks of things, it looks like Todd Fleetman is still hanging out. Mikey Wong is now up there with him. So whether we have another match or not, it's beyond me. That's Big Joe in the background there. I don't believe that is a tournament match, and it's Shaw in Alaska walking around the table. That's definitely not a match. Wow. Crashed the rack, and the cue ball just elected to bounce off the table over the side pocket. Double cheeseburger, folks. Hill Hill. And Flaco kind of eavesdropping on the balking going on. Playing with his camera. Really nifty little gadget he has there. And we're going to get a shot of Flaco Rodriguez as Ron Mason walks by. Ron Mason is sleepwalking at this point.
If you're getting Mike DeShane in here, I'll be willing to jump in here.
Okay, Travis is now up at the table. Now either he's going to have to power draw this back, or maybe if he can create a little bit of an angle, go inside. No, he's going to elect to power draw it back and shoot the 7 in the upper corner. And the 6 ball never went in the pocket. But the cue ball did. Ball in hand from here for Jonathan Smith, I would have to say he's going to be out. But being that it's so strenuous right now, being up this long, anything can happen. Uh-oh, you don't want to be shooting over this 8. He's okay. You want it to be a little straighter between the 7 and 8. But he's going to have to elect to take this. I don't know if he's going to elect to run into the 10 ball, hold the cue ball there. No, he didn't have to. He's got the perfect angle and come back out for the 9. Travis McKinney concedes. He says that's enough. So there you have it. What a match. Jonathan Smith defeats Travis McKinney, sending him out of the tournament. And Jonathan Smith will be back. I don't know what time he will be back tomorrow. But that is the final score, 8-7. We're going to be on a standby. I'm going to elect to put the other camera angle out, but it doesn't look like there's anything going on. It seems like the balking is moving closer and closer towards the front door, so I'm going to say that balking is over as everybody is congregating towards the front door. We're way back there now. So I believe that might have been the last match. It seems like Todd Fleetman is wrapping up the chart. I'm going to have to shut this down because I am beat and I got to get between the sheet and sleep. There's nothing going on off to the left. There's no action going on. There's a lot of railbirds sitting around that do get into action, but the balking is not there. So I'm going to elect to shut this down.